everything I do is just quick thinking, bang, do it. And if it don't work, I learn off that. I've made so many mistakes all my life. I just learn from them and just create into where I'm at now. Really. It's just reading on, just before I come here today now, people complain about dogs barking, or they complain about someone, that's fair enough, shitting on the road. They put on this community.
The dog or the person?
I don't know, to be honest. Gym instructor. But he was like going nowhere. But I thought I got to do something for my kids. So he was going to get born in December. And I opened the gym in August then, so he was a couple of months old. And to give me an extra drive, and a different view of life.
Experience Real podcast.
Props.
Right, Darren, thanks for coming in, mate. Just wanted to have you on, have a chat, really. I seen, like, your Instagram. A couple of people have pointed you out to me, so I thought, I've got to have you on, have a chat, and just get to know you a bit better, really, to be honest, mate. So
yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
That's all right, mate. Yeah, I appreciate it, coming down, making the travel and stuff. But just wanted to get to know a bit more about you. So start, like, really, what was growing up like for you? And where did you come from? Like,
growing up, Irish parents I got from Belfast. They moved over here. My two sisters were Irish as well. They had me and my brother then in the early 80s.
Yeah.
And then we grew up in a council estate. Just not much money behind us, but just grafted through. My old man's always grafted. My mum's working like a mental hospital, looking after mental hospital, mental patients.
Yeah.
Growing up was good. Like, close family, two sisters, one brother, and me.
Yeah.
In Lanarren, which is, do you know where that is?
No, not really. I've heard of it before, but I don't know exactly where it is.
So it's the easiest way to say it is in between Cardiff and Bridgend.
Right, okay.
3 miles from Pencoed-ish.
Yeah.
If you know where.
Pencoed, did you say?
Pencoed, yeah.
Yeah, I think I did, like, it was like one of these small triathlon type things a couple of years ago.
Yeah, in the swimming pools, yeah.
That's it, yeah. Had a crack at that, like.
Yeah, so that's what I went to school then, going on to that. That's why my comprehensive school, Pencoed, which had a rough old time, to be honest. I was not good in school at all. It just didn't suit me. The teachers didn't treat me right, I don't think. I just weren't managed right, I don't think.
Yeah.
But anyway, I left early. I sort of parted ways with school. Got into work early, not getting paid for 2 years, just to work instead of school type things. It was like a work experience type thing. And so I was quite good, really, because I was getting out of the real life early. So I was getting streetwise straight away. Going back, and I was obviously football and boxing from nine-ish, not too bad boxer, but not the best.
Yeah.
I loved it from the start. Sort of stopped about 14, 15 when I left school. When it went a bit pear-shaped, to be honest, with a couple of years going off down the wrong track. Got back into it 19, me and my friend, we were just talking about Craig Rocky Morgan. We both started back boxing again, which he's still doing a bare knuckles. He's still going out.
You don't fancy that? Or?
No, I'm done with that. Yeah. Happy training him now.
Mate, I think, like, loads of people are like 14, 15, 16. Like, they're vital times, aren't they? I think.
Yeah.
I always think, like, some of the crazy stuff I used to think of when I was like that age, and you associate yourself with people, and you think, like, I got my own mind, I'll do my own thing, and then you get, like, you can get influenced quite easily at that age, and you think you know everything, but you don't, do you?
No. Looking back, it's scary, really, but it's experiences I've learned from, and like I said, got back 19 and boxing. 20, 21, I quite decent, not bad, like, to be honest, boxer, but not, like I said, went world beater. Had a funny brain scan when I was 21, which happens for a good thing, really. There was like nothing bad in life, but just medically couldn't box, really.
Right,
they just said call it a day, otherwise your health's the risk. But not a biggie, but just enough to say.
Don't take this extra risk, like.
It's not worth it.
How did you cope with that? Like, did that affect you? Because obviously, I expect you pinned a lot of your hopes and dreams on boxing at the time.
It did a bit, because that's all I ever knew, really, from 9 years old. Like I said, he went off track, but that's all I've ever known. Lucky enough, I went down a pub, to be honest, and bumped in this old tree, and he said, do you fancy getting involved with the amateurs? So I started training the kids. Loved that straight away. It was good to get a passion back, and I just loved taking boys on pads, like 10-year-old, 11-year-olds.
Yeah.
Then Rocky was still boxing, and Rocky Morgan took him on a pad, so we started enjoying it, taking the adults. Then after a couple of years, like I said, I really loved that, and I started doing a personal training alongside it, which was boxing, personal training. Put the two together then, so I opened my own gym then for amateur boxing and personal training, which was also like kickboxing, MMA. There was loads of good boys coming back and forth down Talbot Green, that is.
Is that the place you got now?
No, I just in my mate's place,
Right, okay.
Lions Den. So that went in 2012. That's another story, Alan.
Right, okay, we'll get to that, is it? Yeah.
So this was 2007. I opened the gym then. I didn't know nothing, didn't even think about professional training back then, but in came this boy, Fred James, who's I think he lost more than he won. He said, "Oh, do you fancy training me?" So same as a love for it. I just loved it. So I still doing the amateurs, still training him. In come Jason Cocken, training with another trainer, but in my gym. He dislocated his elbow or bust his ribs or something like that. The trainer did, and Jason said, "Do you fancy training me?" He's an ex-European champion, IBO world champion. Fred had called it a day by then, so he had like a year or two with me, but I still had my license. So started training Cookie. He had his first fight, so straight on to Sky Sports into the big league again. It was the British Championships within a year, and so it was a big start for me, to be honest. It was,
what was that like, the contrast between that? How did that make you sort of feel, innit?
Yeah, it was good. It was like I love training anyone, to be honest, whether they're kids, journeymen, whatever. I just love it. So, but Cookie was a big thing because he was on Sky Sports and my name was out there. It was going for British titles and prize fighter.
Yeah.
And it was a huge start. It was like a huge step straight away, to be honest. It
kind of confirmed everything you were doing, really, didn't it? Kind of like a tick in the box, like, he's accredited, like, as such, innit? I suppose.
So he always got praise from me, Cookie, and he's very thankful for what I'd done for him, really, and he always, like, he watches interviews back, he's always praised me up for being so close to him, really, and we're still good friends now. So I was at with Cookie, and then just a load of pros come in back and forth to the gym, and then 2012 went to Vegas LA with Cleverly for his world title fight. Had a good 2 weeks of thinking, and I was going through, although my business was going well, my personal training and stuff, I had a good think of what's best for me to produce more energy for my boxers and my personal training and my family. So I thought I have to get rid of this gym. Is a long story, but I got like ripped off. I got these fraud scammers against me, and
really,
go through a divorce and keep. It's like so it was hard times, really. But I had to not let loose of my boxers and my personal training. So the best decision was to get rid of that gym. Although I loved it, but I had to clear that, to clear my mind and keep my focus on what I had to do.
Because I bet that was a hard decision to make, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was hard. It was very hard. Even when I come home from LA, I was thought, shit, what am I doing? I thought, fuck it, I got to do it. So I just done it one day, and then went out to my mate's gym in Lions Den in Talbot Green, and then kept that rolling in, what I was doing anyway, but without all the stress, to be honest.
Yeah. You can just solely concentrate on your number one job. And
what like I need a lot of energy for what I do, and to give, they deserve the energy as well from all my clients I got, and my boxers and wherever I'm training. Yeah, my family, my kids, the energy's got to go to them. To be honest.
Definitely, mate. I think like we all sometimes take it too far trying to chase these dreams, innit?
Yeah.
And sometimes like they're not what they're cracked up to be either, are they?
No, it's not. No.
You got to like put your happiness and, like you said, your family and everything first, haven't you? You can't give. If you give too much of yourself away, like, you'll have nothing left.
Yeah. Spinning the wheels constantly, day in, day out, it's not good for your own health, which is, like I said, it leads to knock-on effect to whoever you're around then.
Yeah. So that was like a bit of an awakening, was it, that year, I suppose?
Yeah, it was tough. He loved the gym. He was produced, like Gary Lockett had his trainers there. He was training Gavin Reese, Enzo Maccarelli, and Bradley Price, Tony Docherty. It was loads he had there as well. So it was good to see them as well. There's nothing to do with them, but they were training in my gym. I was building my base up as well, but it was hard to let go, but it had to be done to create a better opportunities for me.
Much better person now, you reckon? Like,
Yeah.
Did it work? The effect work?
Yeah, it was a bit scrambled. My head was a bit scrambled. It was a lot going on in my life, and just had to do what I had to do really to move forward.
Yeah, because what would that be now? 9 years ago now, is it? I suppose.
9 years now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's flown by, is it? Or?
Yeah, flown by. Yeah.
So, obviously, well, fill the gap really. What went on in them 9 years? Like, how have you come to?
Yeah, so 9 years is just going on to boxing part of it. Cleverly, he was world champion at the time anyway, so I was his strength and conditioning coach behind his dad and Alan Davis, who's obviously done a brilliant job to get him right the way through the world title. He lost to Kovalev then, and then phone call come in, Dad, do you want to be my trainer?
Yeah.
I thought, fucking hell, right? He was going up to cruiserweight then, and then I took over his training, and which obviously he became two-time world champion then, which is a big, huge achievement, which not many people's done that, to be honest. Two-time world champion.
Well, what's it like? Sorry, no, carry on. Sorry, I was going to interrupt you. I was just going to say, what's it like going to like Vegas and walking out onto like to the ring in that sort of environment? Like, how's that?
It was just like wow type thing. It was a big event when Mayweather McGregor. Yeah. Out there. It was Irish everywhere. It was the weigh-in was unbelievable. The old arena was just a different level over there in Vegas. It was that's when everyone wants to fight, to be honest.
I bet there's not many events like that Mayweather McGregor, is there?
No, not all I've been involved in anyway, but it seems to be a lot more bigger ones happening now, but it's like a big thing.
UFC's like taking over the world at the minute, isn't it? It's like I think I see more fans come in all the time, like at the minute. It's just like got to be one of the fastest growing sports, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. It's getting huge now, and obviously I've been in the corner with Brett Johns as well with the UFC. So went to Vegas and LA with him, and New Jersey, Atlantic City. So travelled the world with him as well. So I'm very, very lucky to what I've done with these people. Like, so it's a big thing. UFC, but obviously in Bellator now. So
I seen his fight on the weekend. It was a shame, wasn't it, for him? Really,
he just didn't seem. Win himself, I don't think. But the guy was very, very good. So, but he'll always see as a learning curve, and he'll come back 100%. He will.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
He's too good not to.
I've had Brett in here, like, and he's proper sound guy, like nicest guy you'd ever wish to meet. You wouldn't know he's a fighter, like, would you?
I know. You know, that really angry streak, and he's very, very angry when he's in there, but he's calm as a cucumber.
I know, unbelievable. Yeah, he turned up, just proper chilled out, like. I just feel like I don't know what you gauge off him, but I just feel like he doesn't stress about much. I may be wrong, but he just seemed pretty...
His biggest stress is probably the losing. I being in that change room. I didn't go to the last fight on Saturday, but the ones before it was horrible to see him in the change room. So cause he wants it really bad. He does. He's a bit of a McGregor story. He's scraped the barrel to get where he's gone. Could go where he's at the moment. He will get there. I'm pretty sure he'll get there.
Yeah,
the Bellator world champion or whatever route it is.
Yeah, it's just a bump in the road, isn't it? And he's obviously like, look at the caliber of fighters he was fighting in the UFC. Yeah, like his fight with Aljamain, and then Munoz, and it's like, he's world champion now, and Aljamain, and you think,
he's obviously the bantamweight UFC champion of the world now, and but it weren't hiding. It was he lost on points, but it weren't like a beat him, was it? It was just on his toes all the time. Brett couldn't pin him down, basically. And then Munoz, I think he's top 5 as well, isn't he? This guy lost too easy. He was shit hot, I thought. A very good wrestler, which is Brett is very good wrestler himself, but this guy looked...
It's a lot to do with matchups, isn't it, in MMA? Because, like, he just... I don't know what, he just seemed to, like, neutralise him, really, wasn't it? He couldn't really... But then, I was like, right at the end of the fight, when he got on top of him and he was starting to lay the ground and pound, I was thinking, fuck, I wish we'd seen a bit of this earlier, But I'm sure he's feeling the same. I bet.
Change opponents. He had a game plan for the other guy, didn't he? And then 5 days out, he change it up, and he's been training for, 10, 12, 13, 14 weeks, whatever it's been, on training solely for that one guy, and then bang, you've got to change, obviously, to win a now, but it didn't happen. But like I said, he'd be back definitely.
Yeah. Well, I say you just change into a totally different fighter. That guy's wrestling, like you said, was really good. One of it's hard to just change over like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially the focus has been on that one guy for weeks and weeks.
Yeah. So you're like quite prevalent in the world of social media with your personal training and stuff.
Yeah.
So like when did you start like training clients through social media? Like
2007 I officially started personal training the same time as I opened the gym really.
Yeah.
So I was picking up 1-to-1s on pad work mainly, a couple of strength and conditioning sessions with some people. People just love what I do, to be honest, and the way I am. They just get on with me straight away. Otherwise I couldn't train them, to be honest. If it didn't click, I'm not getting the best out of them. So they would have to find someone else, and they wouldn't be comfy. So
yeah,
basically they like what I'm doing. They love my pad work, my whatever I do.
You're doing something right, like
my personality or whatever. Social media. I can't even remember when it started getting big, really, but when social media started getting big, not me, I mean. So I've been really plugging it. My online coaching now has been a year and a half now, my online stuff. So I've been putting stuff out there every day, trying to keep things positive and trying to help people for free. Like my little posts and encouragement and stuff. And then if they want to become clients, then they come on to me and
well, I think like it's definitely working. Like, because I look at your stuff, and sometimes you have a shit day or whatever, and you go on there, and if you got people like yourself on your feed, like it's better than consuming. Like I look at it like food. Like your social media feed is like food as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look at that. If it's a load of shit that's getting you depressed, like it's no good for you.
No.
So you got to have like people like yourself who are putting positive messages out there and everything, and you to inspire yourself as well, really.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think
that's one of the first things I say to my clients that come on board. They've got to get rid of energy, anyone that drains your energy, which is anyone's that's around them, trying to limit that. And social media is just delete them or block them or whatever it is, because if it drains your energy, it's not good for your lifestyle and for your thoughts. For you're picking the wrong foods by emotional decisions. And
definitely, mate. Like I listened to someone, they were saying like your network is your net worth. They reckon like obviously the people you surround yourself is like what you'll become to a degree.
Yeah.
You get influences, like we were talking when you're like 15, 16. You get influenced by the people you're around, don't you? And you don't think it's happening, but subliminally it's getting in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it sneaks in.
And you don't even think like now I look back at some of the things I've done and I'm like, the version of me now would never even consider that.
Yeah.
But that was normal. You know what I mean? Like,
you got to turn it around. Otherwise, it's a knock-on effect and it just becomes a steeper hill. And so, so just getting into their head straight away. They got to. Some people don't even realize this. Like you just said, it sneaks into your head, and a little negativity could fuck your day up. If something in the morning, your whole day's gone. Then it's a knock-on effect, and I'm trying to tend to eat tidy but the main thing is what's around them to create that opening for their heads to stick to the plan I'm setting out from. Yeah,
come on, come to McDonald's. Like, come on, don't be like, oh, you fucking pussy. Like that's the stuff that'll ruin someone, innit? In the long run.
Fuck it, go on, one biscuit wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, slam the pack.
Next one is gone.
That's me. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, like I'm in and out of diet. I say I'm in and out of diets like quite consistent lately, but it definitely makes a massive effect. Like if my missus is like, oh, I want to take away, it becomes harder, doesn't it? I think you can only, like, I don't know what your opinion is on it, like, but I think you too many of them pressures all the time, it becomes difficult, isn't it? So
it is. But it's at the moment it's tough times as well, and there's so much pubs open or restaurants are open. There's a lot of social things going on, so it is tough. At the moment, but that will hopefully level out now and people get back on track. But as long as they're happy, that's the main thing, to be honest. If they're happy doing what they're doing, is
I think everyone's naturally now going to have a little splurge, probably, aren't they? They're like, just ram themselves full of events and stuff, things they can do because they're missing out and everything. And
missed out loads of last year or so. Me.
Yeah, it's been crazy, isn't it? It's been crazy, mate. How is it? Like, has it affected your business much? Or?
To be honest, for me, is same as going back to the gym when I shut the gym. It's been a blessing, to be honest. It's maybe take a step back and look at the situation, and now I'm seems like you're just saying, with the energy I'm giving to my clients and my family and whoever's around me at the time is key. So I'm pretty much concentrating online a lot now because it's I got more time for my clients and well, obviously I couldn't work in a gym anyway at the time, could I? So
no, that's it. It makes it difficult.
So I worked hard to create a living for myself and my family online. But now I'm back doing the both. I was doing my pad work and strength and conditioning or whatever, and my online. And another thing for doing stuff online is to create more time for my professional boxers when I
mate. I think like that's the way it's going to go, isn't it? I think like having someone online, like the accountability, like is key, innit?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, huge.
Do you think that's a massive factor?
Yeah,
like,
it's
for people?
One of the main things. Yeah, like when I first started and when I done it years and years ago, when I was first started personal training, I was just writing diet plans and just doing eat this, eat that. But I was charging like fucking £100 or something like that, and people didn't respect it. It was they respected me as a coach and respected what I'd done. But £100, to be honest, is fucking a night out, innit? Half a night out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. And I think some people as well, like I've been guilty of this. Like I don't want to invest like £40 into myself a month. But yeah, I'll have a takeaway every weekend.
The priorities are a little bit wrong, but like I said, a lot of people's happy doing that. So they're not for me. They ain't those type people.
No, exactly.
If they're happy doing what they're doing, I love seeing people happy as well. So it's like most of my family love the takeaways or the pubs. I like the pubs, and it's just working around whether you're happy or not. If you're happy doing that, and a lot of people I deal with want to get a better body, better mindset, and
it's all a balancing act, isn't it? It's
all
a balancing act.
Right balance, have fun, but get the way you want to go. Otherwise, just cut the string and just get on what you're doing and stay as you are. If you're happy as you are, stay as you are. That's my motto.
Well, that's it, mate, and I think that's good as well. Like you can't force change on people who don't want it, do you? But I think
even the ones that half want to do it, they half want to do it, but like they buy a package or whatever. Like it's going back to cheap stuff, buying a package and they leave it go after 3-4 weeks. And that's not good for me as a trainer because I want to get results. I want to see them to achieve.
Yeah.
That's why on our phone call, you got to make sure they want to do it. And I ask them so many questions to get deep inside their life to see how bad they do want it.
Yeah.
If they half want to do it, I can't help them because they won't help themselves. Really.
Got to commit. Fully commit.
Commit and be coachable,
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to, I suppose. I mean, you can't teach someone that side of it, I suppose, can you? It's,
no.
So when you got like a new client in, then like what's some? Well, it's up to you if you want to go into it. It's obviously your techniques and how you go into it, but like you sort of talking about, you get invasive into their lives. Like what sort of things are you looking for then?
To see what's triggering them to where they're at now. Obviously they're in a I wouldn't say a bad place, but they're not happy. They're not happy at the moment. That's why they're ringing me and they want to change their life for the mindset, the body, and for their kids' sake or for their business. Like let's use a businessman for example. He's putting all his hours into work, but he's not looking after himself for his own health.
Yeah.
But when they start looking after their health and they start creating, like I just saying about the mindset, when their mindset's freer, they'll earn more money for their business because their mind's clearer.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I agree with it, mate. Like this morning, I got up like 6 a.m, went for a run up over the mountain, come down, jumped in my cold tub. I've had one of the most productive days. You know, like if I do that, I have a productive day. If I hit the snooze button and stay in for an hour, like I can say I'm going to achieve half of what I would have achieved on the good days, you know. And
100%.
It's knowing that, innit? Like you think, oh, if I get up at 5:30, I'm going to be knackered. But no, actually, you're full of energy because you've done something and you've set your day off right.
Yeah.
But
that's it. Start as you mean to go on here, but start with a bang. Like you said, some people wake up, go on social media and think, oh, it's just Janet or Karen or Bill or whatever is complaining about whatever it is. They complain about anything today, some people, but they got to go, they got to ditch them or just ignore them or whatever it is. Just don't let it trigger you off, otherwise it goes
some days, like, you know, I've walked downstairs, got my running trainers on, looked at my phone for 20 minutes, then gone, nah, fuck it, went back to bed. Like, and them days are the days which you never regret a workout, do you? No, I don't think anyway. You always regret not doing one.
Yeah.
And like, I've had days either end of the scale, you know, and I think it's just natural.
We all do it, I mean, but when you do it often, it is, isn't it? When you do it often,
don't create the habit of the bad habit, innit?
Yeah. Get rid of the old habits, create the new ones, and start the day with a bang.
Yeah, mate, definitely. Like I could genuinely say, like, if I go 4 or 5 days without exercise, or if I have 4 or 5 days of eating rubbish, like it'll change my outlook on life completely.
Yeah.
Like I'll be a different person.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, isn't it? Like for your mental health and everything.
Yeah, it's not good.
I think once you've found that as well, you know it works. Like, I don't know, I find like once you've found a way to get to a good place, if you let it slip, it's even worse, like in a way, than starting off there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Loads of people yo-yoing up and down is endless amount of people does it.
Yeah.
It's tipping up and down it's not good for your mental health, no, and then obviously physical health is not.
Yeah. Have you had them times? Like personally?
I think we all had them, to be honest with me.
Yeah.
I always go up and down and round and round.
Do you think you found the perfect formula for you now, like moving forward? Or?
Yeah. That's about creating the formula for myself. Really, is I like a drink on a weekend. I work so hard in the week, to be honest. I like to chill out with the family and have a couple of cans on a Saturday. Now and again it dips into a Friday.
Depends if the sun's shining, is it?
But I know the consequences, so you're just getting back on track. I always say, if you fall off your horse, you get back on the next horse and go again. And start the ball rolling again. And otherwise it just, like you said, steeps down, and that you're fat on top of fat, and your mental health's not good, and you know you're going down the wrong road with eating shit and takeaways or whatever it is.
I'm not a doctor or anything by any stretch, but I genuinely believe, like, people who are in the struggle currently, like, if you're eating crappy, you're not exercising, you're not giving yourself a fair shot.
100%. Yeah,
like, you're not, that I feel like that would be life changing for people. Like, rather than taking, I'm not saying don't take the tablets. There's a place for them in there for some people, but try these other things first, innit?
Yeah. Like you said, you jumped in a bath this morning, or the cold bath. That's perfect. That is, to be honest. And going for your run, you set up for the day. I know you said you felt great with energy, and
things that usually stress you out, you're just batting them off like they're nothing, innit? It's problem, no problem, like, innit? Whereas if you didn't do that, you're starting your day in this anxious state. You're like, oh, fucking hell, what am I gonna do with this now? But and I think we've all, like you say, we've all been there, haven't we?
You got to go into whenever it just happens, isn't it? It's just, life takes over. You have a kid. A lot of people have kids, and the father, for instance, they just eating shit. Just they're focusing on the kids and they're not looking after their own health. Or businesses, like I said, or a businesswoman or man, they're looking after their business and not looking after their own health. Yeah. And then a year or two, and they start realising, and it's time to get going again, which is good. Otherwise, it'll just dip down, and it's a lot of stress for a business and kids and us. Big things.
I think we all pin, like, as well. I used to do it. I try to move away from it as much as I can, like pinning happiness on like how much you earn and stuff, because like it's money's not a big thing as long as you're paying the bills and feeding the kids. That's all I've ever focused on, really. As long as I got that, anything else is a bonus then. And nice holidays on it now and again. No, that's it, mate. Yeah, well, I'm not against earning money. Do you know what I mean? But it's like I think it's the same. You've got to find that balance, haven't you? You've got to be happy with what you're doing as well.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to be happy whatever it is, whatever.
Yeah, because I was working, like, I was doing this. I was doing my day job. I was self-employed on the side of that then as well, and like I was working, like 7 a.m. till 7 at night, and then every Saturday as well, and then Sunday you'd be doing paperwork, and it's like, I mean, it's extra money. What you end up doing then is like, I don't see the missus anymore, so every once in a while I'm going to spend all this extra money to go away for a weekend to try and make it all right. And like, you're in this vicious cycle, you're setting yourself up for failure, like, innit?
Yeah. But we've got to do that.
100%.
We've got to do it to create.
Definitely, I don't
whatever we're trying to create, like, is more freedom.
Yeah.
More freedom for the family and whatever you're trying to achieve.
Yeah. Do you think you'd be this like positive guy if you hadn't had them tough times?
Not really. No, I don't think so. No, I learn as I go along. I learn everything in life. I just learn on the job, basically. Yeah,
that's it, mate. So I see you've done like a couple of videos with Andrew Biggie Morris and stuff as well.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like,
so it's a bit basically. I like to be busy. I like to keep busy and keep keep busy basically, and basically Biggie wanted to lose weight, so he was speaking to Gary, done a white collar fight, and sort of done a bit of pad work with him, and helped him out for 10 weeks. Checked him on YouTube, done a couple of mad videos. it was just a bit of a laugh, really. I like
got to enjoy yourself, ain't you?
Like to have a fuck about as well, just to not take life too serious. So I can't remember if I dressed up as Spider-Man with him.
I think you did. I think I seen one. Were you in Cardiff or something?
That's it,
yeah, class.
So I just do mad stuff sometimes just to keep my mind fresh.
Hey, why not, innit?
Yeah,
just enjoy it, innit?
Like a bit of fun as well. Like,
yeah, you can't like pigeonhole yourself as I'm this person solely, innit?
Yeah.
Like you got to try all different things. Like,
yeah,
you definitely were with that.
Yeah, we dressed up as Spider-Man, and he came with me to the nightclub. We've done the training together. I done like a couple of stuff down at Lion's Den. Done on the running track up his way, where the same villages. I was near enough Liam Williams, the world title challenger. So on the running track there, like the first one, he couldn't do one lap, like 400 meters. He had to walk pretty much all of it, to be honest. And then just built his fitness up, and he seems to be. This was probably about 2 years ago. He seems to be on track again.
He looks like he's lost a lot of weight, from years ago, isn't he?
Yeah. So that's nothing to do with me. He's just gone on himself and just done a little whatever he's doing, to be honest. And he likes a bit of fun as well, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy, yeah, Big E, right?
Yeah,
we'd have laughed to it.
Yeah, no, I think he's a good guy. Like, you know, he's definitely an entertainer. Like, you know,
yeah.
I haven't been to one of his concerts or anything, mine, so I can't speak from like experience. But I have had him in here as well, to be honest with you. Yeah.
He's a wild one. But he's fun as well. He's got a good laugh. And,
proper sound. Like, yeah. I think like them videos you did with him was proper funny. I think you had him training with pros. The one video. When I watched that one, I was cracking up. Like, cause
I had a girl pro at the time, and she was hitting out of his stomach. Sent him into the shop and asked him to get trying to get him to get vegetables, apples, and something else. Whatever it was, he came up with cabbage. A bowl of soup with vegetables, and then he just clean off afterwards.
Was that staged?
No,
that's what he did. Like, is it?
He thought like the vegetables in the soup, and he bought lettuce for the rabbit or something like that. It was.
Yeah, he's nuts, isn't he?
Yeah,
I see, like he's getting his dad involved in a lot of things now, and it seems to be. But
he's having fun, and that's the main thing, and he loves entertaining, doesn't he?
I think a lot of, I don't know if he works outside of that or anything. I don't know too much about his personal life, but. He's obviously doing well for himself for doing that, like creating videos and trying to earn money off is like a difficult thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And that's just him being him. It's his personality, so it's natural. So it's good to see.
Yeah, no, I respect it. Like, and I think as well, like, you can kind of look at it in two ways, can't you? Because as well, you've created videos. I don't know if you edited your own or whatever.
Yeah, you always got the editing app or.
Yeah, but like it's a bit of work, isn't it? It's not just 2 minutes, is it? Like,
it takes time.
It takes time, and so I can see some of the things he's doing, and it may look silly and stuff to some people, but he
don't care. Well, he shouldn't care about them. Who the ones who don't. Anyway,
I agree. Yeah.
Anyone, same again. Go back to negative. Just don't worry about them as long as he's enjoying himself, and if people want to watch, they watch, and if they don't, they don't.
That's it, mate. And I was going to say, like, probably a lot of people are watching him, like, kind of making something for himself doing it. Probably they're just jealous. The people who are hating are usually jealous, like, aren't they?
Yeah, normally, yeah.
Because our podcast I put out with him, like, it was quite a few people before it even come out were like, oh, what the fuck is this? It's like, you don't even know yet. Like, you haven't even watched it. Do you know what I mean? So
he's got a lot of hate, as he have his, I don't know why they hate him, but they do.
It's strange, isn't it? Yeah, I don't get it.
So it's the way it goes, isn't it? Everyone, you always got haters somewhere. I mean, there's probably people out there hate me or you or whatever. But
100%, mate.
Who cares, as long as we're doing what we're doing. And
that's it. You got to brush it off, and you
brush it off and keep battling on and doing what we're doing to be happy,
Because there's definitely people like who you can't quit because of them, like, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna, because someone said something nasty to you, are you gonna change all your beliefs? No, like,
no chance. No.
100%, mate. I think you just gotta live your own life, haven't you?
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, I'll be honest, I've said it last couple of times I've come on here, I debate coming off social media in some shape or form. It's like a battle with myself all the time, like, because I don't think it's benefiting me massively. Like, I love doing this, so this is like where it's my toss up, because I know you got to promote this and
yeah.
get the videos out. And like, I love having these conversations with people like yourself. I feel like I take a lot from it, and the people who watch do as well. But I don't know if it's like, I feel like the world would be a better place sometimes without it, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's like a kids now. My kids are 12 and 14. There's a lot of fake stuff on it. A hell of a lot of fake stuff, and there's a lot of negative stuff on it. Fake and negative. Like everyone's like going on to diets and stuff. They're promoting shit, really, to be honest, and they're celebrities whose looks the bollocks, to be honest, and they ripped or fake this, fake that, or whatever it is. They promote, and people say, oh, it's got to be good because they're promoting it. And then the negative side of it, and like I said, people just running someone down the road, or
it's just for their bank accounts as well, isn't it? That's the sad thing, because you know, if they're in that shape, they're probably not taking the product they're promoting, isn't it?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. it's not. It's totally different to what I do. Mine's like a lifestyle change, so that's just a quick fix, bang, crash, bang, wallop, which they'll just, well, some people keep a weight off, some people put it like yo-yoing up and down for years and just chuck money down a pan, eh?
Yeah.
It's just reading on, just before I come here today now, people complain about dogs barking, or they complain about someone, that's fair enough, shitting on the road. They put on this community.
The dog or the person?
I don't know, to be honest. I think a dog was it, I think it was a dog, innit?
Yeah, I have seen people shitting on the road in Crickhowell before, like on the piss, so you just never know, like you.
What happens there?
Yeah, I can't say, like, you know, I'm not going to admit it, like, but yeah. Yeah, mate, they do, like, you can't really, it's a lot of like petty stuff, and I try to go on there less and less, because you just, like, it's consumption of crap in it, and
draining, and
sucks your energy, like. But so with like you say, like, it's not like a diet plan, so it's not you need to eat this, you need to eat that, because obviously everyone's got different taste in food. So like, is it like a calories?
So it's like I said, I got rid of the old cheapy products I used to sell, and not the cheapy products, the cheapy packages, which like I said, people weren't respecting it so much, so I concentrated on my only thing that was premium package, which is I work out the training plan, I help them with their diets, to work out their calories and macros to maximise fat loss, and just support throughout. Accountability is a huge thing, so they register their foods on the app, on my app, so
so you can see it, is it?
I can see it, yeah. I see, what are you doing by having chips? Or it don't matter if they have chips, I'm joking, but if they do, there's always ways around it.
Yeah, if they come in, I suppose that's awesome, because, like, well, you know, they could come to you, couldn't they? And it's not working this week, but it's not working this week, and you'd be like, well, let's have a quick look and have a scan through, and you can see what's going on.
I can point it out, say, oh, fucking hell, there's 10 cans of fucking Strongbow, don't help mine, does it?
Yeah.
But some people do have 10 cans of Strongbow or 8 or whatever, but as long as they're decent the next day, or it's in their lifestyles, they need us, or they don't need it, but that's their release.
They want it, like,
and then they just balance it out throughout the week, is what it is.
Yeah.
Just keeping.
Is that like a MyFitnessPal type thing, or is it your own?
Yeah, that my own thing. Yeah, so it's my own app, but my own coaching app. But some people still use MyFitnessPal because they've used that for years. But that integrates with mine anyway, so it's not
cool.
Biggie with that. So it's the same thing, really, but which whenever they prefer, but I still see what they eat there and keep an eye on them.
Yeah,
and they just log your training in, so I got little training programs for whichever suits their goals, whether in the gym or the house. And just like I said, the main thing is the support and accountability. Having asked someone to support you throughout it's not a lonely journey, anyways.
So if Darren rings you, you're in the shit, like.
Which Darren? Now?
You. If you ring, you're in the shit, like. If you ring you up saying, "What the fuck are you eating that for?" Yeah. So
before he went Darren, don't be Darren, then.
Oh, right, no. Well, he was talking, like we said before, he wanted to come and do a bit of training with you, so.
Yeah, hopefully, he's been on about for a couple of years. So.
Now's the time, mate. Now's the time. Get on it. We'll have to clip this up and send it to him, like, you know. He'll have some accountability then.
Yeah, get him on it.
Get it on it, mate. Yeah, so a couple of things, like, I kind of wanted to ask, like, so has there been anyone in your life that's, like, influenced you massively?
Influentially, so my family's always been there. It's like my kids, probably, I'd say the most. My 3 kids, they I say, like, obviously I'm my wife as well, but my kids is what I'm trying to do Em proud as well, and I like to see Em achieve things as well. The two older ones are into stuff as well, so I always run around them, the athletics or whatever they're doing. So it's, they're probably for the kids, like going back a couple of, like 2007 when I opened the gym. I had my boy, and then I opened the gym that year as well. So it was, he was young. I was plodding away in the gym, and he was around all these world level athletes.
Yeah.
So that was his upbringing. He's got that mindset now to see what winners do. There's so many good boxers there, or the Cardiff City players, or whoever was there at high level. It was
normalised hard work for him, like, is it?
That's it. Yeah. See him graft day in, day out. Like every now and again, he was there in his pram or whatever.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like? So, like, having a kid give you an extra level of motivation?
Yeah,
like,
I think so. Yeah,
'cause I got one on the way now, and like it's my first, and I'm thinking like, how's it gonna affect me? Do you know what I mean? You get these.
Yeah, so it's 2006. Before I had the gym, I was working in a gym. I was working in a gym, but like a hotel. But it was no future. It was no future at all. It was just clean the floor, clean the swimming pool. But I was loving the personal trainer. No, it wasn't even personal trainer. Sorry, it was a gym instructor. But it was like going nowhere. But I thought I got to do something for my kids. So he was going to get born in December, and I opened the gym in August. Then, so he was a couple of months old, and that to give me an extra drive, and a different view of life. Knowing I had a little one looking up to me.
Yeah. Not doing it for yourself, I suppose, as well, isn't it? You kind of. Yeah, looking at everything through a different lens. Yeah, I'm excited by it. Like, I think it'll be...
Yeah, definitely life-changing, and it's just change your views of life.
Yeah, perception's like everything, isn't it? I like to ask, like, a few similar questions to people, everyone who comes in, to see, like, if they... Do you, like, believe in, like, law of attraction and that sort of thing, like, to a degree? Do you know what it is?
No.
It's basically... It's like thinking about something... like manifesting it. So like, I want to get this, and like the more you think about it, the more you like work towards it, the more you get it, pretty much. Like, so
just anything in life is
so like, if you ever like thought about something, not really, like you've put it in there, I'd love to do that, and then next thing you know, it's happening.
Yeah, that's how I live. Everything I've done, everything I've done, I come up with that gym idea. I just said, oh fuck it, let's go for it. Everything I do, I said, like, do a YouTube channel, or I just do a, or like, fucking, I've sat on roundabouts selling garden furniture. I've been up and down roofs. Everything I do is just quick thinking, bang, do it. And if it don't work, I learn off that. I've made so many mistakes all my life. I just learn from them and just create into where I'm at now. Really, I'm in a very good place now.
Ah, good, mate. I'm glad to see it. Like, it's good. Do you know what I mean? I think you're influencing people, obviously. I see your posts, and I think there's also a lot of people who see it, maybe don't message you, but they're taking something from it, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
I think your impact is wider than you know, probably, isn't
it? Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah. Is just to try and keep it positive as possible. I don't try to put no bullshit on it. Everything is through passion, really. What I believe in and what I'm thinking at the time. Yeah. That's going back to that thinking straight away. That's, if I'm thinking of something, like, I'll quickly do a post and bang, check it on, without even thinking, because that's my thoughts. I just put it on social media.
Yeah.
But it'll never be negative, because I just hate negativity.
Yeah.
Or even putting it out there to be negative, and same with speaking. I don't like being negative, even if it's down the pub or whatever. I just try not to get into a negative conversation.
Just railroad your way out of it, like, and start off with a fresh piece.
You go to the toilet a minute and come back. It's fresh conversation.
Yeah, mate, that's awesome, because I think you even like having a negative conversation with someone, like, you come away from it feeling like weighed down in it, and takes your energy.
I'll always try and spin it on the head, and try and, if they're down, I speak to loads of people when they're down, to be honest, and try and build them up make it into a positive.
Yeah.
It's like Brett, for instance, he lost Saturday, and he's seen a positive in it, so that's good. He just created that himself, and I'll always send him a positive note on Instagram. I sent him he will get back to it and get the win again.
Yeah, 100%.
Constantly.
You don't gain anything by concentrating on negative, only to fix it, innit?
Yeah, like, learn from it.
Yeah.
Get on, and don't make a mistake again. Basically.
Yeah. Do you do like meditation or anything like that?
No, I deep breathing and stuff like that. I do the cold showers.
The Wim Hof sort of stuff, is it? Or
no, just I half a minute in the cold shower is all like a fucking last.
Mate, it's grim, innit? The second it hits your head, you're like,
yeah, it takes your breath away. But the fucking release it as the deep breathing. There's a course I'm on now. Is going to do some meditation on it, so I'm going to try that. The deep breathing is fucking brilliant. Just get in deep breaths, hold it for 5 seconds, just releasing all that shit that's in your mind or all the negatives that's gone throughout the day. I find that brilliant, just to cleanse your mind, really.
yeah.
I find that really good. I think everyone should do it. I got started doing my online clients now to do that. That's
mate,
very, very underrated.
Life changing for me, like doing that, because like you say, you get a thought coming, like the whole, like, not that I'm an expert by any means, but meditation to me is like a thought comes into your head, you address it, and you send it out, like with sort of no emotion attached to it.
Yeah.
So like, I had this conversation with someone yesterday. Like, I used to get like road rage or whatever. You'd be like, oh fuck yeah, wanker. And but now, like, if it comes to that situation, the thought will come into my head to do that. Then you address it and give it away. Why? It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
Take it out your head, and like you said, turning a positive to a negative. Like, I find the breathing technique, it kind of, whereas I go straight from like the event happening to angry, I'll go the event happening, taking a breath, thinking about it, and then choosing how I'm going to react.
Yeah.
So like, it's a choice rather than an instinct.
Yeah.
It's like
Take a step back, have a look at the situation, breathe heavy.
yeah.
Breathe deep and heavy, and
Yeah, I used to, I haven't done it for a little while, but I used to do like a session before I started every time in year.
Yeah.
And I found that was like,
yeah, it's definitely works. 100% it does. It's just some people haven't got the patience to do it, but if they do it, you see the benefit. Just cleanse all that.
yeah. Where are you living now? Out of interest.
Pontypridd now.
Pontypridd.
Yeah, that's where my missus from. She dragged me up that way.
Because I know, like I said this a couple of times, there's a place down in Swansea called the Lazy Frog.
Lazy Frog.
It's like a float tank. Have you ever heard of one of them?
No.
So it's like a pool of water basically, which is full of Epsom salts.
All right.
It's like heated to 37.5 degrees, your body temperature.
Yeah.
Then you lie in it, and you basically, like you say, float in it.
Is it?
So you literally just float in it, close the door on you, it's pitch black. Because the heat of the room and the water and you're floating, like, takes all the stress off your joints and everything.
Yeah.
All the Epsom salts benefit you. But it's like an hour, you go in there for an hour, it's like an hour of like deep meditation.
Yeah.
They reckon it's like the same effect of having like, I think it's something like 6 hours deep sleep.
Is it?
Which like most people get 2 hours a night, like on average. So it's like a massive recovery effect to it, and for the mind. Yeah, I've done it like probably half a dozen times, and yeah,
look at that.
Amazing, mate. Yeah,
Lazy Frog.
Lazy Frog, like they need to sponsor me. I think like every amount of times I talk about it, but
it's a good name, isn't it? It's attractive, like, and definitely worth a try. I'll have a look.
Yeah, I think
drive down there.
Give it like, if you go, give it like 3 sessions. I'd say anyway. They do like a deal, 3 sessions for so much.
Yeah.
But like the first one, you go down, you're a little bit like, I'm getting trapped in this fucking room, so you don't really fully relax. Yeah. The second time you go down, you relax a bit more, and then the third time, like, I didn't know if I was asleep or awake.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I was on a different planet. Like,
I'll relax straight away. First one, I'd have 9 minutes on a summit. I have 8 minutes kept. I do.
Do you? Yeah.
I wake up sweating. It's time.
Yeah.
Sleep on a frog.
Get in there, mate. You think you enjoy it? Just don't rub your eye, like your salt, like.
Yeah. I have a couple of Epsom salt baths as well. Like, they're good. Just recover and just chill out, and got to try different things, like, innit? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love like the cold, and I haven't had a sauna for ages, since like anywhere to go for a sauna. I can't, like, locally around here is closed, so
I don't think you're allowed now. I don't think.
Probably not allowed. No.
You have to check one in. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they're good as well. It's all good now, but the breathing is definitely good.
Oh yeah, 100%, mate.
So trying to get my online clients to do that as well now. Just 25 deep breaths a day. 25 in the morning, 25 in the night. 5 in, hold it for 5, and then release all that shit out there. So you're thinking about getting rid of all that crap, whatever's in your mind, whatever's happened that day, or just to cleanse your mind in the morning and before bed.
It's amazing. I don't like. It's come into like the forefront now a bit more in it. I feel like, and the power of it is like something else. And
it is. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I got like this. I call it like a mantra I say in my head. Like you said, out with a bad. I always literally think in my head to try and keep all the other thoughts out. Like I'd say, like in with a good, out with a bad, literally like just like that. And I just change your day. Like,
Yeah. Start like same again. Start the day with a bang, innit?
Yeah, 100%, mate. And years gone by, I would have said, like, if someone told me this 5 years ago, I would have been like, you fucking...
Yeah, same, yeah.
You're nuts.
Yeah. A year and a half ago, I would have been the same. I've always been old school, crash, bang, wallop, I have. I started to realise what this simple stuff like that does, or just, I'm always studying to be a better coach. So I'm always putting stuff into my coaching, whether it's for the boxers or for my online coaches or online people.
You've got to, I suppose, if you want people to come to you and be open-minded about your training, you've got to be open-minded to knowing there could be a better way.
Yeah,
because we don't know everything. No one does, do they? And
it might not work for some, but it's definitely worth a try. Definitely.
Yeah, and if you've got all these little tools in your arsenal, like you can say, I don't think this one's going to work for him, but how's about this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to have this meditation, calm yourself down, and set yourself off right.
Yeah. A lot of people have an hectic lifestyle and they haven't got time to fucking sit down, but they should make that time for their own health, their own mindset.
Well, like we were talking about earlier, start your day off with a bang. Like if you can set aside that 10 minutes to do that breathing, like you'll save an hour in the day, I reckon, of productivity, like, innit? So you get it back.
Yeah, you will get it back. There's the amount of negatives that it could happen straight away. When you look at that phone, there's a draining message off someone, whoever it is, that could wreck your day. But if you've done that before, it could help it.
Yeah,
it will help it.
You won't look at it for that message for 10 minutes, will you? So you get it back, like
leave that till your mind's ready for it, and and mesh them back again.
Definitely, mate. Yeah. So like going forward, like have you got any future goals, or are you just keeping as you go in?
Yeah, keep more doing it at the minute. Working hard online, working hard, because I get so many good results in changing people's lives online. My one-to-one in the gym is pretty much an hour. I see them for an hour. Most of them's not on my online coaching, but they love my pad work, so they're just an hour. I see them, and that's not changing their life really, but I change your life online because I know their life.
Yeah.
But, I know their life as well, but I mean, they want help in their life to create a better person.
Yeah.
Keep doing what I do. I hopefully will create more time for my professional boxers and start getting more of them in, and
awesome,
start
mate.
getting around to the shows again. Hopefully.
Yeah. So what does like changing someone's life do for you? Because it's got to have a benefit for you, innit?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, I love it. I love seeing people happy. I've always been the same, to be honest, from young. Always like seeing people happy, and to see them achieve that and out playing with their kids more because they got more energy, or their business is thriving. I've had loads of them, like help their mindset and the ways of thinking to take their mind away from our business, and they eventually got better, fresher minds to create more time for their business and they're thriving. Their business is thriving.
Skills like transferred, don't they? I think, like I read somewhere the other day, like how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you half-ass this, you half-ass that.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you can change their mindset to go like deep and, be this powerful person in the gym, chances are it's going to transfer over, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely a knock-on effect. And this is it's good. It's good to see, like I said, their business throw in, or the kids, they're out playing with the kids, or whatever it is. It's good to see it, and obviously their body shape comes with it anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand. But the main thing is their background and stuff is creating an happiness. So if they level all that out, they will create a better life, which would create a better life for the people around them.
Yeah.
Or their businesses, which is around them anyway. So
ripple effect, big time. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have you got a final message before we wrap up?
Final message.
I always catch people on the off when I say that because it's like, fuck.
No, not really. Just thanks for having me on, and
yeah, appreciate you coming, mate.
Again sometime when I'm more up a ladder.
Mate, you just keep doing what you're doing. Like, that's all I think you got to do. I think you're doing amazing things.
Thank you.
And you've impacted me. I keep an eye on your page and stuff. It makes a difference. So keep it up. Thanks again for coming. And where can everyone find you just before we finish off?
I can't remember. I changed it a few times. Darren Wilson _PT_boxing.
Yeah.
On the Instagram. Same on Facebook. Twitter is Darren Wilson 30, and That's it. That's the one.
I know. Well, get over, give him a follow, check it out, guys. I don't think you'll regret it. If you like this video, stick a thumbs up on it and subscribe. Thank you all. Cheers, mate.
Yeah,
Legend.
Thank you very much.